So, I remade the artworks. Also, I said I'd make a flurry of videos and only release 3 4 months ago. So you're going to hear someone making commentary in the background, or maybe you won't, maybe it'll be too quiet. That would be my brother.
Sup?
Digital Fun.
Sup? For short, Digi!
Uh,
Yay!
He's gonna have a YouTube channel eventually, and it's going to be called Digital Fun. But anyway, Dragonet and Flarenet card remakes. Also, please go watch some of my other videos if you're completely confused and dumbfounded by this, because most of these cards are, a lot of these artworks are going to be new artworks for cards I've shown before, given... I live next to a noisy road, so, if you hear sirens and cars vrooming by and random idiots revving their engines because they think it sounds cool, please don't mind it. It's not my fault.
Please, mercy.
So anyway, Dragonet and Flarenet artworks.
They can combine.
Should Dragon artwork? Oh yeah, these guys can combine into one artwork.
Those are always so cool.
Yeah,
So
I have
fucking
more of
cool.
them. So, you should watch all my previous videos, except maybe the Microfi introduction video, if you want to understand some of the cards here. But I'm going to be showing a whole lot of new ones that I have always had, but never showed before as well. Well, all of these artworks are relatively new and were created after my videos were posted. But, anyways, I, had every single, or almost every single Microfi I'm going to show you in some capacity already designed. And most of them are already going to have been cards when I filmed the original videos. The thing is, though, I simply never showed them because I took a break from making videos. So anyway, Prism Dragonet, Dragonet, Aqua Dragonet, and Hydranet. Oh, punched the camera.
The viewer?
Punched the camera. So these two connect as well. The original artworks also had them well, those weren't the original artworks. The artworks I showed you before also had them connect. But this one's a slightly more detailed version, and I add a lot more colors to do a rainbow with.
The water is green and swampy.
Oceans
green
are
and
turquoise.
Swampy. And also they're green and swampy.
Anyway, Sun Dragon. This guy's cool. I used a lot of acrylic marker on this one. Oh, also, the art supplies I use for these is mostly watercolor or Bristol paper, and let me just go get my box of my art supply containers.
For free advertisement.
I used to use Sharpies heavily, but I haven't used them on any of these new artworks because I don't really need to. Most of them include mostly Tombos, which are very great watercolor pens, but they are prone to fading. Also, recently, you won't be seeing much of these because I got most of them really recently. I've begun to start collecting Poscas, because they're really high quality acrylic markers, but most of the acrylic markers you'll be seeing are some random generic brand I found at a Ross one day for a ludicrously low price. This thing was $12. I kid you not. You can see it on the tag.
12.
This one was $6. This one was $4. Pretty kooky. So anyway, Thundragon. I used a lot more acrylic marker on this than any of the previous ones for the lightning bolt.
The gold here, that looks sick.
And some metallic gold to add some effects of glowing. Now, Spitter. He's one of the
the crater of a volcano.
No, that's an illusion. He's standing on the front. Now he's one of the starters, and so is Dripper. You know what's great about Dripper? You know what's great about Dripper? I accidentally spilled water on him once, but the acrylic marker, which I used to create the mountains, the lightning bolt, and the blue bits and the gold bits, is all waterproof. So the only bits that actually got messed up are the Tombow clouds. So it looks like there's actually kind of raindrops falling in the distance because of the water streaks. And it looks great. Now, for our next starter Microfi out of the 5, Mintbird. It's got a tornado in the background. What can I say? I like tornadoes. It's a rope tornado. Also, its evolutions show the tornado from different perspectives.
It kind of looks like you just twisted a bunch of clay and
not evolutions.
squiggled it up.
Other stages of metamorphosis. I'm not calling them evolutions. I'm not Pokemon. I call it metamorphosis.
Pokemon stupid.
Suck it up. Deal with it. Unica. Most of these are somewhat based on the original concepts and drawings that I had, but are slightly modified. So, like, it's still a Unica, still a tree, still a mountain, but a lot different.
Allowed to show the one who inspired Unica's existence?
Isn't it funny how much of Ross that it has found its way into Microfi? A lot of my Microfi are based off of stuffed animals and stuff that I own.
Including...
And this unicorn stuffy that I found at Ross 5 years ago is the inspiration for the unicorn Microfi, to an extent. Its evolutions, its other stages of metamorphosis, it's a lot clearer. Particularly, here's a little teaser for later in the video, the final one. One of the more messy of my artworks.
Now my favorite Microfi ever!
Ah, yes. The legendary main mascot of Microfi. The Pikachu's worst nightmare. Thunderoar! He has a lightning bolt tail, but he makes it look cuter. He also looks awesome.
Did you fall for the sound I made? Did you fall for it, viewers? Did you fall for my lethal...
I'm very proud of how this, clouds with the moon coming out in the middle of the night looks. And the rock effect.
And then
Tombos really do great on this one.
There's a shebang of lightning.
So anyways, now it's time for the evolutions of them. Second stages of metamorphosis. Apologies. Let's see. Here's Unica again. Don't show that yet. Here's Thunderoar and Unica are about to have theirs shown. Behold. I'm just gonna let you see the names. Dang, this was a hard one to draw. I give you my word, it was. I had to figure out how to put acrylic marker over the Tombow, but the acrylic marker reactivated the watercolor in the Tombow, so...
This is just pure modern art. This looks hard
I had to
draw.
clean out the pens a whole lot. Thunder King by Cosmo. So this is the back of it. This is Thunder King.
Headdress.
Yeah, I themed him based off of Egypt.
Why does he got leopard spots on his leg?
Because it looks cool.
That's
He's kind of a combination of a tiger and a cheetah. Sunrise in the background. You can see the pink clouds. Still a lightning bolt tail. Now, Unica's second stage in metamorphosis. Unima. Also, I have my pseudonym for drawing is Cosmo. I just call myself Cosmo because I'm never going to share my real name for multiple reasons.
If someone pays me $3 billion, if anyone who likes my videos pays me $800 for every like, I'll do a name reveal and a nose reveal.
Oh, Cosmo's the fake name I use for privacy purposes. So this is Unima. It's not that janky. I made this pretty quickly also for the quality.
It's buff.
You might note that a blend of kind of black and mint caused this desaturated minty color on this. A black and icy kind of blue caused this desaturated blue. If you live in Colorado, you'll know what this mountain is based off of. But if you don't live in Colorado, then you might want to look it up. Or if you visited Colorado. I will not disclose whether I discovered this while visiting Colorado or living at Colorado, because that would disclose my state where I live, which would, the place where I live,
illegal.
which is probably not all that great for my privacy.
So it's illegal.
I intend to be very popular, and I don't want people trampling my door over because they want to see the guy that makes all the cool trading card artworks and blah blah blah.
One house that owns it.
That's a complete and total lie.
Yep.
Mint Bird's second form is Mint Peak, which you can see is at the base of the tornado now, and it's like a peacock with the mint leaf feathers instead.
Wait a minute. We need to drain the chlorophyll and paint it white.
Why?
And give it a
would you do
cannon.
that? Anyway.
And a wolf army.
Dripper and Spitter again. They get Thundestroy and Octestroy.
And a go-go squeeze lid.
Octestroy and Destroy. They're both kind of like larger versions of
Octestroy
these
is not
guys.
an octopus. He
Also,
just has octo limbs.
Connecting artworks. Yay!
Yeah!
These kind of stick together and they kind of
Yeah,
work.
but this is a
Kind of
very warm. This is not.
I made it with a different pen. Forgive me.
Smack.
It's not that obvious on the camera. Anyways, then, there's going to be a point in the story when the volcano erupts during an epic battle.
No connection.
And these are two different times during the volcano's eruption. This is a couple hours later. This is, okay. So this is a couple hours later. This is a couple more hours later. Now, that pile contains all of the current Microfi Artworks, but I'm not going to show them all. So Digital Fun has worked on some of the artworks. So anyway, Octestroy, Undestroy. Now let's give them their final forms. Oh no, wait, that's Dripper. Undestroy. Whipper. A black widow with whips for forearms. It's a really cool spider, and I've kind of been terrified of black widows because most of the homes I've lived in have at least at one point in time met with a black widow, and I don't like the spider. And I don't really know if that's normal or anything, really. I wouldn't know. I assume it's not normal, considering it's the most venomous spider in, like, America or something. But anyway, it's really cool. Then, Thundestroy becomes Thundripper. It's got a staff that's a scepter that's a lightning bolt and a water droplet.
Hang on, we gotta give him a
And
Mickey
I
Mouse hat.
believe this may or may not connect onto its predecessor's artwork as well. Let's
This
see,
needs a
where
Mickey hat.
the others
Wanna
I
why?
have.
And we need to give it.
Here,
we need
here,
to find
here,
a
look.
nutcracker for it to fight
There.
after giving it a mouse out. They can barely see. There.
Connects. Anyways, now,
Just
for the rest of them.
subtitle.
Okay, thanks for entertaining them while I'm collecting up the artworks.
Listen to my glorious singing.
Unica, Uni. Duh! Just changing the just changing the fourth letter every time. Real smart of me, huh? So anyway, this is the one more obviously based off of the unicorn stuffy. It's got the same colors in its fur. It's in outer space, you may have noticed. The sun, the planet. This planet actually has some visible things that are part of the lore.
Oil ocean.
It's called the Obsidian Sea.
Yeah, but it's made of oil. It's
covered in oil. It sets on fire eventually, and then it stops being covered in oil.
Let me do that. Lightning!
Please no.
Now the world's burning!
Anyway, Thunder King
I'm so evil.
morphs into an aurora lion with different auroras for his mane and tail. This one was, also, you may have noticed there's a bit of a glow effect. I had a lighter blue than a darker blue than the main purple background color. So that what the frick?
Me.
So that it would have, cut it out. I have to have quality videos if you don't mind. So, it's got the, it glows. It looks like it's glowing.
I got 3D glasses.
Please stop.
Wait, can I?
Please stop.
Oh, everything's red.
You didn't wait for my answer. I didn't say yes. You're blocking the screen. You're blocking the images. No one can see anything. So anyway, the final form for Mint Peak is Mint Hawk. So you can see is completely on the other side of Mint's bird from the tornado. It's like if Mint Bird's on this side, Mint Hawk's on this side. I don't think they took you seriously, KB. At Digital.
Why'd you call me by my nickname? My normal name. You will never know my normal name.
Because there's someone we don't want knowing we're YouTubers.
Yeah, because...
Suspicion.
Because he's kinda...
a jerk.
Stupid.
There's a guy we don't want knowing
Also,
we're on YouTube because we don't want him doing sketchy things.
The one we don't want knowing. If you're watching this and recognize our voices...
There's no way they'd recognize our voices.
Go stink yourself.
They literally haven't heard our voices in half a decade.
I haven't heard my own voice.
Secret backstory unlocked.
Furby.
For
Furby,
what?
big and little.
Oh, stop. No. Save the Furbies for my comedy channel.
No.
No. Okay. Mush, Rushroom, Rush Race. Someone told me to make a mushroom on legs, and I did.
That was me.
No, that
Crossed
really wasn't you.
fingers.
That was one of the... That was just a random person that also lived in my the place at which the area of homes at which I reside. So this is the first pure the first pure acrylic marker artwork I've ever done, really. Then I really like using acrylic markers to create textures for wood. So this is acrylic marker, this is Tombow. Except for the eyes. The eyes are acrylic marker too on that guy. Then I believe this guy is also entirely acrylic marker, and this sun is also metallic, so it kind of gives off a glowing effect when hit by certain lighting. Oh, so are the wheels, but that isn't really on purpose. It's just because I didn't have enough brown colors.
A natural old being, have a race car! Naturally!
Say they build it with instincts or blah blah blah, I don't care.
In the middle, and then that causes them to
now,
get more powerful.
The most
sitting in a
awesome
race car?
Microfi design I have ever had the glory of creating.
What about my baby?
Okay.
What about Thunder War?
One of them. Before I do this, I would like to tell you something cool. An important announcement. And I'm going to tell you in a very, very subtle way. A very subtle way, and you'll have to use intelligence to figure out what it means.
Meanwhile,
I hope you can hear me. I'm going to give you a secret message using a very hard to decipher communication method.
gear
the power
loading
of
screen.
art.
Let's hope it floods to make it even harder. I have I don't know how to read that. How do I have a website? Hey, can we show something entirely unrelated to Microfi that I just made that's cool? Please? Please? Please?
Microfi.my.canva.site. Go to it. I have a website now. It's got a book on it, and it's got a link to my prototypes for Microfi, which are on Scratch, and better still, it's also got a link to the Microfi soundtrack, which is also on Scratch. It's awesome. Go there right now.
Go there, or I'll stop existing. Ah!
This is a board game piece. That was a board game piece that my brother handmade on his own.
Yeah!
Now.
I cut it out. I sharpied it. I am the one responsible for the game entirely. Apologies.
Now that all of you know I have a website.
And,
Bun Bun. Bun Bun.
That's
He
not
makes-
Bun Bun. This is Bun Bun.
He makes beds of ashes on the side of the
That looks
volcano.
like a
It's the same
nest.
volcano. That's what I meant. A nest.
Look at the real Bun Bun. This is what inspired it.
It's a wormy, so I made him a fire element because
Great
wormies get warm.
advertisements.
Wormies, in the distant future, if you see this and would like to make a Microfi collaboration, I would
Make
be
one.
amazed and spectacularly happy. So anyway, he's got grayish purple fur because of the ash in it. Oh, I just accidentally made a warrior's reference. Don't continue to comment on this matter.
Also,
Anyway,
this is
these
my
aren't
face
really
reveal.
properly connecting. There he is.
Stitch, this man Freddy. Here, my
So,
name is Stitch.
there's kind of a thing in between these for the actual caldera of the volcano, but this guy's on the other side, Bun Burn. It's the morphed form of Bun Bun.
Metamorph.
Then,
They're all
the true
butterflies.
legend of them all.
They're all butterflies.
The coolest of them all. Bun Burn is just a tackier version of him that doesn't have as much coolness. Bun Blaze. This right here is an amazing force of nature. Okay, so these two are made entirely of acrylic marker. This one has the fire and background and basically everything but his eyes and the trees made out of Tombow, but the trees in his eyes are made out of
This
acrylic
whiteness,
marker.
that is not blank background, that is intentionally white. Hot.
It's the fire. This is a burning forest and Bun Blaze is in the middle of it and it's cool.
Ad break.
I want to play goofy music. I have a website, microfi.canva.site. I'm gonna make captions for this, and I'm gonna have that be the only
Also,
thing that's ever there.
Something I
I'm
have
joking.
to add.
I'm not gonna make captions because I'm a lazy
Bun. Evil. Be gone with these filthy things.
How dare you call them that? I had a bunny wormy and I made
You are filthy.
it a card.
You are filthy.
Switched designs with Bun Blaze, yeah. If you look at my oldest video, you'll find that Bun Blaze and Bun Burn used to have inverted designs. Yep,
Also,
indeed.
Tape dispenser thing that was taped.
To itself
Yeah.
by me a few months ago. That was me.
criminal.
That was me
That's
who
a
did that.
felony.
I did that. I know you wondered who did it. It was me. I am the villain. Anyways, bubbly. It's like Bun Bun in every way but inverted. Then, whoa, lightsaber. Knockoff lightsaber from Grand Rabbit's toy shop that barely even lights up on camera. Stop trying to shove it into the camera. They can't see it's glowing. So, bubbly is a bubble that has the same mechanics as Bun Bun, but defense instead of attack.
Wow. Something named Bubbly is a bubble. Mind
Bubbly
blown.
on.
Uses Bun Bun Blast.
Can you stop? Bubbly on and Bublord.
Oh god, I just realized he looks way too buff. He looks funkily buff.
You should see Forest Royer, my friend.
Yay! First, let's see Boto.
Okay.
Boto. Bolton, Electron, Electrode,
Bolto, Bolton,
Electroid.
Electron. Each of these is slightly more zoomed in than the last.
Electroship.
Bolton zooms in, Electron zooms in, Bolton zooms in, Bolto. They're sort of connected, but not in the same way. So these three are all kind of like humanoid beings made of lightning, and their counterparts to Forest Royer's line.
Ka-chow!
Stop it.
Ow.
Oh, sorry.
My bug bite band-aid.
Sorry. Stop. But you don't need to say any further.
I have a band-aid.
Stop. Most of this is acrylic marker, but as usual, the clouds are made of Tombow.
Everything's made of combo in New Jersey. Everything's legal.
This isn't New Jersey.
You're
Or
New
maybe it
Jersey.
is. I'm not going to let you know where I live.
You're New Jersey. You guys live in New Jersey. I know
Leaf
everyone
Destroyer
watching
is
this
the equivalent
is
to
in New Jersey.
Bolto. Leaf Destroyer is the equivalent to Bolto. Oh, the opposite. Has the same stats, just flipped from attack to defense. Same for Tree
Wicked
Destroyer
is a
and
great
Bolton.
movie.
And Forest Destroyer and Electron. Yes, it's catching a Dragnet midair. All of these were made entirely of acrylic markers, because acrylic markers are good for web designs, if you ask me. Also, Forest Destroyer is the most powerful defense-based stat Microfi in existence, and Electron's the most powerful attack. Now, Bun Bun, Bubbly, Bolto, and Leaf Destroyer are all part of a special set of Microfi called the Stat 6. It's a set of 6 lines of Microfi that each have unique gimmicks. Bun Bun and Bubbly both are Microfi with pretty strong attack stats normally, but have the most powerful attack in the game that only they can use.
I woke up at 2 a.m.
Forest Destroyer and Electron both have the most powerful base stats of attack and defense. Then Freezy, Freezone, Freezer
And Frozone.
all have balanced perfectly stats. There's not much to look at here, but you see the gap on the right side of every one of these artworks that leaves room for something. There's going to be a text box that gives them an ability called Melt. If they're hit by a fire move, they become a water element instead of a ice element, so that they're not weak to fire and can actually attack the fire. There's going to be a bit of a gimmick about this in a Microfi episode, where someone of the Microfi TV show that'll eventually come out, where a guy tries to one-up the main character by pulling that trick, but the main character already knows it's coming, so he just pulls a reverse and uses a lightning attack to knock out Freezer once it's once it's water. So anyway, the last member of the Stat 6 is unique. He used to be a different balanced Microfi design. You aren't joking, right?
I just shooting.
Don't say stuff like that. This is supposed...
You asked me.
You're not supposed to say stuff like that.
Did anyone hear that? I was laughing.
I don't know if they did. Anyway, Christorion. This guy, Christor now, actually. Christorion, I don't give a frick, really. That belongs to me, so I can command you to not use it. So, he's an amethyst-themed Microfi. This artwork depicts him inside of a geode. He's the last member of the Stat 6, but instead of evolving to have morphing to have more raw power, or have power that comes in when he uses a special move, his gimmick's a whole lot more unique than the others.
Nice thing stares at the camera when no one can see me.
Anyway, he can become a ton of different forms based on different kinds of gems. For Topaz and Amethyst, you have this and this, Amethyst and Topa. Amethyst, Topa. These two, Topa is the only remaining evidence left of a distant past when I was going to have Microfi have 2 different versions for each generation,
So,
like Pokemon.
wait, Amethyst, Topa.
No,
Right?
Amethyst, Topa. There was going to be Amethyst and Topaz, but now it's just Amethyst.
Why is the
For the
purple
games.
one the color of what it should be? Oh, so there's a bit of spit there or something.
No, that's just the way the paint marker looks. So both of these are entirely acrylic. This guy's entirely acrylic. So anyway,
Flip tables.
This is the first time I've ever used a Posca on an artwork. These two, because this guy had both of these guys have highlights of metallic fine liner Posca that make the lines on some of the crystals and highlights on some of their body parts.
I think you're really cool.
I was jokingly told that if I used a golden Posca in this guy's design, I'd get to keep that golden Posca. So, even though I was gonna get the golden Posca anyways in the end, because as it was a joke, I decided to do that. So anyway, stop it. This is my YouTube channel. Do not interfere this much. Now,
This swine.
Ruben and Sapphire, 2 slightly edgier designs themed around rubies and sapphires. You might notice the crystals inside of the geodes have slightly different shapes and sizes and stuff. So each of these are going to be partly the earth element and have a different side element. This is going to be earth, just pure earth. Earth water, earth fire, earth lightning, earth magic.
Earth lightning would be weak to earth lightning.
Yeah, but it'll be invincible to both earth. I mean, it won't be affected unusually by either earth or lightning because of the special way it works. Now, emerald. The emerald one, plant earth. This guy's kind of like the middle ground between Ruben and Sapphire. And, he's pretty cool. Now, the rarest version, this one's only gonna come out in a later set from the rest of them. Diamond. A diamond-themed card. I am currently making a YouTube video. So, this guy is a diamond-themed one. He's going to be extremely rare and only released in a later set that's going to be slightly more expensive because it has more extremely plot-relevant and powerful Microfi cards. So anyways, that's all of them, theoretically.
That's all, folks.
One might assume that at first glance. But, in reality, there is one more card. You see, I've been planning for a long time to have exclusive starter packs with special rare variants of the Stat 6 members. Most of them are going to be special forms of the final forms, normally. But this is going to be a different case. This is Turmoil, a black form of diamond, the rarest of them all because it's only going to come in an extremely limited starter pack, based off of the crystal tourmaline a black, easy-to-fragment crystal that comes in kind of tower-like patterns, to an extent. He's got a sword made of diamond, and he's made of tourmaline. I think this might be the coolest looking one, actually. This is also the last one I designed. I actually designed emerald, then ruben, then emerald, then sapphire, then ruben, then amethyst, then topaz, then diamond, then tourmaline. Now, I think that's quite enough, considering we're nearing 25 minutes. I have a couple more artworks left, but those are going to be for later. I'm not spoiling anything more, and these are really hard to not spoil the plot for, but when they're there. Now, that is the end of this video. Because I am almost out of Microfi cards to make videos about, and it would be really annoying if I had to make more Microfi cards at this particular moment, because I'm more focused on the soundtrack and the website and the book right now. Microfi.my.canva.site, let's go! Come on, get over there! I have a poll for what the coolest starter Microfi is and stuff. I probably have changed it by the time someone sees this, though. I don't get a whole lot of views. Insert sad music here because I'm depressed. No, I'm not really actually depressed. Anyways, goodbye. I hope I don't disappear for another 4 months.